Hey everybody, I wanted to take an opportunity to answer a few questions. The first question is been asked quite a bit lately is what's happening to my case and what's happening to my court date with this quarantine or shelter in place for COVID-19. So let me answer the first one. Cases are on our docket are still evolving. They're still going on. We're still working on the cases at least as much as we can. Remember that cases have a lot of different moving parts. So we may have discovery issues that we're working on. We might have mediations that we're preparing for. We might have depositions that we're doing and preparing for. So the cases are still moving forward, at least within the parameters that we're allowed to do so. The next thing is, what about my court date? Well, that's a little bit more tricky. So I don't really think anybody has a good idea of how long this is going to last, how long the courts are going to be closed, or even once they're open, what is that going to do to the dockets? Now, what I will say is that we've had hearings, mediations, and taken deposition using Zoom, Skype, and other media. So those things are progressing. What I would hope is that if the courts aren't going to physically open up, that we will at least be able to have ancillary hearings, if not even bench trials using Zoom or some other media, so that we can move these dockets along. I think the biggest thing that's going to be affected is the jury trial. Fortunately, there's not a lot of jury trials, but for those cases and those of you that we represent that have jury trials on the docket, I don't know how that's going to be affected other than it's going to be pushed back. For example, we have a jury trial starting June 1st. I'm not feeling confident that that is going to go because I don't see how we're going to be able to impanel 64 people to pick a jury from, given the social distancing that we're under, and whether or not we're going to be out of this by June 1st. So right now, the courts are still closed unless there's some type of protective order or an emergency hearing. That's not good for you folks that are needing temporary orders, that are needing to get child support orders in place, that are needing to get some type of relief. And it's causing a lot of issues with those cases. Like I said, we're trying to move those forward as best we can using mediation and other means to get relief for you. So right now, just keep your head high, be ready for when it does happen. Make sure you're talking to your lawyer at least weekly so that they can give you an update. Make sure that your case is not falling off, that your case is still being worked on, so that when the courts do open up, you're ready to go. But if you have any questions, or you need to talk, or you just want to have a concern you want to address, give us a call and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks, guys.